Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. On the last time we arrived in West Gearen, and we went down in the sewers, we chased a Garbodor that previously rescued us and kinda saved it. Haven't saved it yet, but we'll see. And we got access to West Gearen. So that's actually pretty cool, and that means there's a lot of exploring for us to do. In fact, we're going to leave this area up here for last, but we can go over here. And there's actually a Zygarde Cell hiding right there, in that little corner. Over here is the Blakery Estate, and apparently there's a Rose Incense out there. I'm not sure what that's implying. But yeah, right there, it's the Blakery household. There's nothing we can do over here, so instead we'll just go down south here and find ourselves here in the midst of West Gearen City. There's actually a ton of trainers just waiting to battle you when you get here, and I went ahead and I took care of all of them off screen. Actually did a little bit of training, and we'll talk about that later. So there's just so much to do here. So for starters, there's this lady over here, and she will sell you blast powder. So you might want to buy that off her when you can. Just definitely recommend doing it. It's expensive at like 5,000 Pokedollars, but it's definitely worth it. Over here are some actually neat items. I picked up most of the hidden items, but I made sure to leave the good ones behind to show them off. So there's the Dust Stone right there. There is a Float Stone right there. And over here is a Synthetic Seed. There's also a truck guy over here, so he'll take us back here, and he'll take us to everywhere that he was taking us previously. There's a TM for return right there, so that's nice. And we're gonna go ahead and continue exploring around for just a little bit. Right here is the Fossil Lover Club. And we have this guy. He sells fossils, basically. Old Amber, Cover Fossil, Plume Fossil. I'm pretty sure you know what those are, but I'll go ahead and say it anyways. That's Aerodactyl, Tirtouga, and Archen. So you can buy these off this guy, and you can take them back to Occa town and get them revived. Thank you for telling us the obvious, old man. If we come all the way down here, I believe it's this house. You can talk to the construction worker right over here, and he'll ask if you have 3 absorb bulbs, and if you give them to him, he'll give you the protective pads. So the protective pads are a held item that basically allows you to ignore contact effects. If you don't have the absorb bulbs, you can easily go to the Sheerden wetlands and grab them. It's not really that big of a deal. Anyways, if we make our way up here, we can find another Zygarde Cell, which is pretty nice, and I think that's most everything here, so we'll go ahead and go to Junction Bridge. And if we make our way up here, we can find another Zygarde Cell. And again, if you go to the right here, you'll actually encounter the Rock Smash Rocks right over here, and the Strength Boulders that we still can't move yet. And then if you move all the way over here, you're back in East Gearen. So that's all nice, but there's still a few other things to point out over here. If we make our way all the way back over here, this is the Gearen News headquarters. So right here is probably the most convenient spot that you'll want to hang out in for a little while, because this is the Audino Trainer that has level 60 Audinos. I spent a fair bit of time grinding up on them for a while, and it's just so conveniently placed. There's a healing machine right here, there's a PC right here, it's just perfect. And otherwise, there's not much else here. If you move up this area, you can find the Widelands, and most of the NPCs have a fair bit of chatter. But that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to do there right now. Although I didn't show this off. So speaking of NPC chatter, there is Gearen that you can find down here, and I'm not sure what's wrong with her. Oh, it's Little Dove. Little Dove, Little Dove. How I love my Little Dove. But man, am I hungry for blood. Maybe you came at the wrong time? Huh? 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 Maybe you came at the wrong time? Oh, but your wings, they flap so elegantly. How could I trap them any more than I have already? You're just so beautiful, Little Dove. Little Dove, Little Dove! I'm sorry. I just stepped on a bug this morning, and now my whole life is in shambles. I can't even look at myself. But when I saw the corpse of the dead bug, I laughed. Laughed really fucking hard. And then I crawled into a corner, fell asleep, and now here I am. So when are we getting married, Icy? You will marry me, right? We were made for each other, right? Oh, that's terrifying. I'm going to stop talking now. Yes, you should. But after that, you can talk to her and she'll just give you this. Yeah, she should definitely stop talking. So that's just something I wanted to show off. Also, right here is the train station that we'll be coming to later. And right over here is where Melia, Vinem, and... what's your name again? No, it's Ganon. That's right. Is this really the future? Is everywhere dark and smelly? Yeah, pretty much. So anyways, with that, we still have a few more things to do. Actually, a lot of things to do. I didn't show this off, but right here is the West Gearen Help Center. We're going to come back here a little bit later. Instead, we're finally going to enter this battle, or this room, right up here. The lovely lady over here will tell us that the elevator to the east or the right will take you to Eric's battlefield, and the left will help you explore the rest of the power plant. So, we'll go ahead and go to the left for a bit. Right in here is a room where you can actually check Garbodor's restoration, so that's pretty cool. And if we take the complete left, we can come into this room and we can grab a metal coat. Considering we have access to a few link cards at this point, you can put that to pretty good use. Inside this room is actually something really interesting as well. So you have a scientist here and he would like to have 5 fire-type Pokemon that can evolve. And if you give them to him, he will give you a Magmarizer. So, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I am back. And we went ahead and grabbed 5 fire-type Pokemon. They don't actually have to be unevolved, I got that bit wrong. So if you want to grab 5 fire-type Pokemon really easily, what I would suggest doing is just go ahead and go to Sheridan Village and go to Keratos Mountain and just run around, grab some Slugma or some Numel. Anyways, this is really slow. He takes them one by one. You have to go through all his text. It's really annoying. But this is the last fire type that we need. Thank you for your contribution. We currently have 5 fire types in our disposal. Amazing! We have 5 fire types. This should only take a few moments. Production was a success. We were able to make a few, so you can have some of the surplus. And he'll give us a Magmarizer. The neat thing about this is that you can actually do this as many times as you want. So if you want another one for another reason, then go ahead. Anyways, inside here we'll find a bunch of electrode, just charging up some batteries, and we'll find some cell batteries on either side here. We'll also find this lady. So this lady over here is basically the same as the other guy except for the electrolyzer. We're gathering electric type Pokemon so that they can evolve in the facility. On evolution, the energy that's emitted can be compacted into components called electrolyzers. Our intern, Eric, usually caught electric types for us, but ever since he's been put on leader duty, yeah, he hasn't had much time for this job. If if you'd like to donate some Electro-type Pokemon, we'd appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to have to make a trip to the PC to grab my Electro-types, so I'll be right back. And we're back. I already took care of most of the giving. So she has 4, and I'm about to give her the 5th, and I figured, you know what, I think it's time for Victreebel to retire. So he should probably retire here. Your best bet for this is actually reading. I couldn't really think of anywhere that you'd be able to just run around and catch 5 electric types really quickly. My only guess would maybe be going to Tirtouga Island and trying to catch Charjabug. But either way, amazing, we have 5 electric types. It should only take a few moments. And the production was a success. They made a surplus and we can get our own electrolyzer. And again, you can do this as many times as you want. So that's pretty neat. If you come back here, the scientist says that they're having trouble with the generator, unfortunately. So if you're interested in evolving some of your Pokemon, you'll have to come later. So that's nice to know. If we move back up here, I'm going to quickly regather my team. But again, as I was saying, if you move back up here, you might want to regather your team. You might want to use the recovery component that's right here, and I'm going to move forward. Or rather, actually, I should talk about my team first. So I did some grinding in between episodes, and everybody's up to level 60. The trainers that I was actually battling in the city were way over-leveled, sort of towards the 60-ish end. It showed that I was, in general, pretty under-leveled at that point, even though 60 is our cap. So Gearen, the Alolan Ninetales, is finally on the team. I think it was obvious that this was going to happen. Its nature is terrible, and it did not have Snow Warning originally. I had to use an ability capsule on that. So that kind of sucks, but for the most part, this is just what we're going to work with. Something else of note is Orveil, the TM, is not in this game at any point currently. So we're not getting that. Everybody else kind of stayed the same for the most part. They all just leveled up. In Stoutland, I got really lazy, so Stoutland's just going to hang out at level 59. But you definitely want to have trained up your team because we're about to go into a pretty tough battle. So I'm going to go ahead and save right here. I didn't mean to talk to this guy. But anyways, if we make our way to move towards this elevator, would you look at that? Icy is on that grind yet again. Last time we saw each other, it was in Sheerden, right? You had 2 badges then. Let's see how many you have now. Wait, did you not realize that I had like 7 badges or so? I guess not. Oh, she does. 8 badges! And now you're going on to the 9th, huh? You were in another region, you'd be done by now. But here you're only halfway done. Anyway, you know what this is leading to, yeah? Let's get to it. I love our team, honestly. It's terrifying, but it's amazing at the same time. Alright. So we're going to start off with the Torkoal. It's got a Heat Rock, and it's got Drought, as it just showed. It's got Heat Wave, Earth Power, Solar Beam, and Nasty Plot. That Torkoal is dangerous. Meanwhile, we got the Victreebel over there. Victreebel is a Chlorophyll sweeper, holding a Life Orb, has Seed Bomb, Sleep Powder, Nature Power, and Poison Jab. So over here on my side, I started with Pyukumuku for a reason. Stoutland is just kind of here to give Intimidate support. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out Pyukumuku. It's kind of to bait in attacks here. And Actually, no, I'm supposed to keep Pyukumuku in. No, I'm supposed to swap it out. I'm supposed to swap both out. So I'm going to go ahead and do a double swap. I'm going to swap out Blaziken. I'm just kind of hoping that they target Pyukumuku. And then I'm going to swap out Stoutland, who hopefully will be pretty safe. So I'm going to swap in my Alolan Ninetales, and we're going to change the weather a little bit. So, alright, they did target Blaziken. And Torkoal is going to take 2 turns to set up that Solar Beam, because I switched the weather on it. So you're probably wondering why I didn't start with Alolan Ninetales, and there's a good reason for that. When it comes to weather abilities, the Pokemon that is slower is the one that has its weather stay out. Mainly because abilities kind of trigger based on speed. So since Alolan Ninetales is really fast, unfortunately the Hail would have triggered and then the Drought would have triggered over that. I didn't want that to happen. So anyways, I think I'm actually pretty fine, since the Torkoal is probably locked into Solar Beam. So this is actually a good opportunity to start sweeping with Blaziken if I really want to. So I might do that. So instead, I'll go ahead and I'll use Blizzard. Alolan Ninetales will learn Blizzard and Ice Beam by level up. I prefer Blizzard because if you have Hail up, then it won't miss. So that'll do absolutely nothing to Torkoal, but that's going to do a lot to Victreebel. Not quite as much as I hoped, though. So Blaziken is looking pretty good over here. I'm going to start setting up that stacking shot, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off that Victreebel as well. Torkoal is going to Heat Wave my team, and I guess down goes Alolan Ninetales, and that's fine. Unfortunately, there's not much on our team that Alolan Ninetales really wants to deal with, so I'm just going to kind of take that loss. Instead, I'll send in Crawdaunt, and I can set up with Crawdaunt too. So next up is going to be the Miltank. This Miltank is going to have Scrappy for an ability, so don't send in Ghost types expecting to get an edge on it. It has a Chople berry, which is the berry that reduces the damage taken from super effective fighting type attacks. As a return, Milk Drink, Thunder Wave, and Hammer Arm. So that's kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure my Blaziken is going to go down, so the question is, how do I deal the most damage right here? And I think I'm going to go ahead and just get the Miltank as low as I can and set up a Sword Stance on my Crawdaunt. So this is perfectly fine with me. I know I can tank that Earth Power. For now, anyways. I'll send in Stoutland again this time. Get some more Intimidate support going here. So I can drop that Miltank's attack, and I could go for the Retaliate if I wanted to, actually. And of course, with Crawdaunt, I'll go for the Aqua Jet and just completely destroy this Torkoal. Next up is Bronzong. It's holding an Occa berry, which reduces the damage taken from super effective fire type attacks, has Levitate for an ability, has Rock Slide, Gyro Ball, Psywave, and Sunny Day, just so it can get the sun back up. Which is really annoying, but thankfully we got rid of the Sun Sweeper, so I'm kind of okay with that. So I'll go ahead and just crunch on the Bronzong, and I'll actually just Aqua Jet the Miltank away. If I get a defense drop, that would be really nice. Thank you. And then the Incineroar is going to come in. It has Intimidate, obviously, and it's holding an Assault Vest, which raises its special defense. As Flare Blitz, Low Kick, Darkest Lariat, and U-Turn. And it is kind of annoying. I'm just going to focus down on the Bronzong with my Stoutland. And I can go ahead and get a Aqua Jet off on Incineroar. So I'm only +1 attack, but that did a lot. I would have Crab Hammered, however, even as slow as Incineroar is, it's actually still a little bit faster than Crawdon Space Speed, I think. So I'll go ahead and send in Muck right here. I'll retaliate Incineroar to get rid of that, and then I will crunch on the Bronzong, get rid of that, and she's going to heal. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Finally, here is going to be the Rhyperior. It too is holding an Assault Vest, and it also has the ability Solid Rock. So what Solid Rock does is it reduces the damage that you would take from a super effective ability, or attack, by about 1/4. So that Rhyperior is really tanky. It has Rock Slide, Drill Run, Megahorn, and Fire Punch. So I'm just going to focus on making this a little bit weaker and a little bit easier to deal with, and I'm going to knock out this Bronzong. So the Bronzong's gone. This is basically a 2v1 at this point. So I think one more Baby Doll Eyes. I'll go ahead and knock off its Assault Vest, which isn't that big of a deal because I don't have any special attackers left, but it's better than nothing. I'll go ahead and send in Pyukumuku, and I'll just start crunching on this Rhyperior. I'll go ahead and set up a Toxic. And that's actually nice, that'll help speed things along. Anyways, I should be able to just easily stall out this Rhyperior, so it's not that big of a deal. Just might take a little bit of time because Stoutland might die soon. Or faint, actually. It would only be dying if this was like a Nuzlocke or something, which it obviously isn't. And down to the Toxic. And that's League Scout Amanda. I lost! Hell yeah! I lost! This is awesome! I actually like her attitude a lot, though. You know, I can understand that. Like, if you get swept, sometimes it's just like, I got swept? Yeah, I got swept. I'm super duper impressed. You're not the novice I met at the laboratory. I'm interested in how far you'll actually go. And until next time, so long. And then she'll be on her way. Really like that battle. You've encountered her a few times before, and you actually battled her back when you had, I want to say, 2 badges, as you were exiting Sheerden, not actually in Sheerden. Somehow she seems to forget that she actually meets you when you're returning to Sheerden, but I guess she doesn't know how far you've come at that time. But if you remember the previous battle you had with her, her team really matches up. You know, it was all pre-evolved back then, but now it comes together in a big way and it's this really ferocious team. But anyways, I wanted to get that battle out of the way because I wanted there to be a little bit of action before we went on to grinding out the help quest. This is an absolutely tiny, pitiful help center, but we are going to help these people. So there aren't that many help requests, so we might as well get all of them done in this one episode. And hopefully I don't regret pledging myself to that. So we're going to start with generator problems. Also, you need to have free Dufaux for this to work. Hello? My name is Gabriel. I am in dire need of a component trainer, competent, not component, to take care of a recent phenomenon that can mean the end of West Gearen if not taken care of. So not much I can say besides that, except and I shall give more details. Sure. I'll be waiting outside the power plant. Please do not take long. Alright, fine. I guess we have to make our way there. And here he is. Here is the man himself. Are you the one who answered my help request? I'm so tempted. I'm here to help. Really glad to hear you say that. Let's see. Where do I begin? I suppose I should start here. What's going on? I don't know. The levels of electricity keep rising at a dangerously unstable rate. Can't seem to find the cause of this phenomenon. The Raichu can't take much more of this. What are we going to do? What do you mean, what are we going to do? The solution is actually quite simple. What would that simple solution be? We shut off the generator until further notice. That's your simple solution? Shutting down the power grid of an entire city? Chief, I think it's time we send this one back to boot camp. Nonsense. I believe the idea to be a swell one considering our circumstances. The generator reaches a level 2 unstable, and we're looking at dire consequences. Precisely. If the electricity levels reach the red margin, West Gearen will become a city of perpetual darkness. Our best bet would be to shut it off temporarily and work up from there. Very well. Shut it off. Shut off? Why would one shut off the vessel where the legendary Dufaux sleeps? Is this how you treat company? Levels are back to normal. Is that thing causing these problems? Bet you think your problems are settled. Electrical implosion is just what I need to finally be restored. So be a doll and leave me to my sleep. So as you can see, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Managed to escape, but my colleagues weren't so lucky. I'm going to need you to take care of this. If not, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. I'll meet you inside. So, in we go. Get these things off me! Oh dear. I don't think I've ever heard Rotom roar. Looks like they want to cause more trouble, but I won't let them. Why are they surrounding me? Those nasty pranksters. They catch us, they'll send us back out the power plant. If we travel together, it will give them an easier time to catch us. You go on ahead, and I'll wait outside until things clear up. So that's nice and all. And what he said is pretty much true. So you definitely want to turn off your speed up function and just try to sneak past them. If you remember earlier, where we went inside this room should be the entrance to the generator. So I want to make sure that I don't mess this up. And then we're here. No more sneaking around, and we get a cutscene. We don't even have to do anything here. Do my blurry eyes deceive me? Is that them? Yes, yes. What are you doing here? What's the point in following me? Leave now, or a terrible fate shall befall you. Hold on. Am I being insulted? I think I'm being insulted. I'm not the weenie I see. Stop shouting such hurtful comments. But fine, I've warned you. Now you'll pay. Listen here, demon. You need to leave this place immediately. Your body is generating too much electricity. This continues. This place will explode. Perhaps that may happen, but I care not. All I need is to regenerate the energy I've lost after all those years. Wait, where are my colleagues? Do you mean the other people here? I'm very sorry. I just couldn't help myself. They were too tasty. Tasty? I drained their life energy and left them for dead. You should be feeling really lethargic somewhere in this factory. And you two will share the same fate. You're going to have to fight this thing, I see. If not, us Gearen, no, the entire region will be without power. You fools! Don't even think about it. I can't allow this to continue. Just what do you think you're doing? You have no idea what this thing is capable of. I'm sorry? Who is this now? Narcissa. You just don't know when to give it up. The same could be said about you too, you horrible creature. Everyone, stand back. Let me take care of this. What's wrong, Dufaux? Can't keep up? I'm still far too weak. I cannot continue like this. You've made the mistake of underestimating me. I've been training all these years. I've become the trainer I always dreamed of becoming. Now that I'm at my prime, I can destroy you once and for all. Prime? I see. If that's the case, then I'll just have to bring you back to your novice self. What? Time for the old switcheroo. What the? This suits you more. We must part ways now, but we'll meet again, that I am sure of. I'm sorry, but I'm very confused. Not any more confused than me, pal. Where am I? I was just having a nice bowl of pumpkin soup, and all of a sudden, I'm here. What's your name? It's Narcissa. I'm from Golden Leaf Town. Narcissa? How is that possible? Wait, perhaps what that being said can be applied here. Could it be that you're Narcissa from a previous time? You mean that I traveled across time? That's not possible. It can't be possible. That's the only explanation. Tell me, do you recognize that chandelier? I can't say I do. I have a chandelier just like this one though. My chandelier's flames are much brighter though. I think you hurt its feelings. I don't care if I hurt its feelings. What's going to happen to me? I can't be in another time. That's insane. I need time. Time to think for myself. This is all taking a unique turn, but you did send that demon packing, which was the deal. I have a feeling that thing will be back. So, if I get news on its location, I'll send you a note. Keep an eye on Narcissa, would you? I'm sure she's very confused right now. Good luck, and I hope things go well with all this. This is the future? This can't be. Everything's so dark and gloomy. Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? What am I supposed to do now? This is all your fault. I have to find Golden Leaf Town. Anyways, after dealing with all that, we can actually go back inside here, and we can go ahead and go all the way into this room, or the generator room. Also, you might have to battle this guy now. But we can go ahead and head all the way back in here. And at the end of the generator room, we'll find the TM for Explosion. So we too can be absolutely just like Saki and explode on everybody. Anyways, with that, I think it's time to go ahead and head on back to the help center. And we'll go ahead and grab our reward. Not much, but every bit of cash counts. Next up is going to be house sit. I have to go out of town for a few hours. I need someone to house sit Saki Blakery's house. That's simple, right? I have a lot of money, so that's not an issue. Will you accept this mission? You know, that's a pretty good deal. Sure I will. I'll be waiting in front of Saki Blakery's house. It's located near the power plant. Alright. Well, it's time to leave. If you remember, her house was just left of the power plant. Hello, I'm Saki Blakery's housekeeper. I have to go out of town for a few hours, but you'll watch over the house for me, right? All I'm asking is that you sit down, have a drink, and not burn the house down. If that's too hard for you, don't worry, I made things easy for you. I left a list of activities you can partake in on the table. Ta-ta, and good luck. There was something I forgot to mention. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. So if we come in here, your trainer, this is a list of things for you to do until I get back. As you can tell, there are security cameras laid around the house, so don't try anything silly. Now onto that list. Here's what I've comprised for you. Sit down and do nothing. Drink a glass of water. Sit by the pool in silence. Alright. Nice relaxing sit by the pool? Sure. Relaxed yet? No, not really. I'll go ahead and just keep doing this again. Nope. And you know what? We'll do something else. I'll drink a glass of water. And after you've done 3 actions, it sounds like it's coming from upstairs. Oh no. And actually upstairs is this way. Wow! Would you look at all these cool looking rocks? There are tons of them in here. You should check out this display case over here. There are tons of evolutionary stones stocked here. Boss is going to flip if we bring these back. I'm so glad we got that intel about Saki being gone. And now we've got that housekeeper out of our hair. Oh, could it be? No, that couldn't be. It is. It's Icy. They really put a number on us in Tirtouga Island. This time we'll take you down and make off with all these precious gems. Here we go. You may have defeated us, but we refuse to hand over the goods. So you may as well just let us leave. That was exciting, was it not? What was that? Well, it was me, of course. I was here watching the whole time. Did you not notice? What is that thing? Not sure, but it kinda looks like... My name is Sakitron. I'm a Model 95046, and I am the security measure placed in this house. Icy and I are already acquainted. We are? What? You mean you did not notice my commentary while you were doing pointless tasks placed out by Arena? Heartbroken! Heartbroken, I say. We shall get closer by having friendly activities. Activities that I, Sakitron, shall lay out instead. How about no? I don't have time to mess with a toy robot. I've got a job to do. Technically, you two are intruders, which warrants the use of my ultra-deadly weaponry. Plus, participation is mandatory. Any rebels shall be eliminated. Rebels will be eliminated. Any other rebels? Rebels! Where? I don't see any rebels. Good. Now let's enjoy a nice and friendly bonding time. Bond with me, Icy. Let us have the fun times. We can do one thing or the same over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh, I don't want to. Alright, we'll drink water in a fun way. Feeling parched? Water is the key! Ah yes, a nice glass of water do cleanse the pipes, don't they? Hey, Sakitron. What is the question that Callista wishes to ask? You should drink some water yourself. Water? Me? Consume? This option has never crossed my databases before. Sure, I shall try the liquid substance. Well, here goes. No! The liquid that has been consumed is affecting my internal hard drive. Yes, it's working! I cannot afford to shut down. My internal data is too precious to let scallywags like you have your way with. Therefore, I shall now initiate lockdown, start the self-destruct feature I was bestowed with. Wait, don't do that. It is too late. I shall begin the countdown immediately. Just kidding. I was merely joshing with you. What? Don't scare us like that. Don't tell a robot to drink liquids, you ignoramus. Oh boy. So I feel bad about not showing all the options earlier, so we're gonna go ahead and sit down and do something. Isn't this just exhilarating? We're just sitting down on these chairs, but alright. Yes, this is correct, but we are sitting down as friends who are friendly, are we not? I mean, Callie complains one more time, she will be seen as a rebel and eliminated immediately. I'm sorry. You better be. So you know what? We'll go ahead and have that pool party. Nice, relaxing, sit by the pool. Sure. This is incredibly stupid. Can't believe I'm stuck here with Icy and an over-energetic robot. Guess it serves me right for trying to break into a house owned by the Blakeries. They think they're so cool just because they have a lot of money and a lot of property. They think they're cool because they own a huge school and have a lot of money, and they're a bunch of crooks that don't care about anyone but themselves. So screw those guys. You hear that, Sakitron? Screw you and screw your entire family lineage. Wait a minute. Processing. I've come to the conclusion that Callista is a crybaby and a weenie. Congratulations, weenie. Let's have the fun times. Oh, it seems as though I need to recharge my internal battery. You know what they say. Internally, battery dries up fast when you're having a moderate amount of enjoyment with friends. I shall return soon. Anyone who tries to leave will be listed as a rebel and eliminated immediately. Not try and jump off the roof either. I assure you it will not end well, but in a splat. I have access to all security cameras as well. Not try my eternal amount of patience. I will turn off that feature just for you. That's on now, lovelies. I see, this is our chance. We have to get out of here. We can't go through the front door, but I have an idea. There's gotta be a manual on that robot, right? Maybe we can deactivate her somehow. Meet me upstairs. So, I guess we should probably meet them upstairs. If you try to talk to the table, it'll tell you no more fun for a little while. And we have no choice. So we'll exit out onto the rooftop and then exit into Saki's room, I presume. And if we move all the way down here, it's Sakitron's manual. I want to read it. Yeah, sure. Welcome to the manual of Sakitron, made by myself, Saki. Sakitron is a super cool, super awesome robot with maximum capabilities. Has access to all the security cameras around the house and can control them. She has rockets and Gatling guns at her disposal too. She is so cool. Despite all this though, she has one weakness. Her kryptonite is the one-off button in the back of her neck. Click that, and she's going into sleepy time mode. Easy as that. You read my diary. How could you do this? I thought we were homies. G-Dog and E-Dog, we were. But you're a no-good rat. You shall be eliminated for this. Pathetic. Disgusting. Putrid. I shall have my revenge on you, Icy. Come back inside and fight me like a human. Icy, don't you dare leave me behind. You can't just leave me in here with this thing. Do my ears deceive me? Is Callista trying to escape my loving grasp? I shall not have any of this. Callista, I'm coming for you. Please no. don't know, I think she kinda deserved this, but we'll go ahead and save her. Once inside the house, we want to move up and over here, and we'll see that SakiBot has cornered Callista. Away from me! Why does Callista deny my loving gestures? You not like a fist to the face? Or a missile to the pelvis? Stabbing to the eye? Of course not! No sane person would. I see. Help me. Not so fast there, bub. I have 360 vision. You shall pay for your crimes. I will destroy you! Neville? What did I miss? Oh, no you don't. There. She's turned off. Good. Now can we get out of here? You don't have to tell me twice. You don't know what we went through just now. Thanks for the help, Icy, but we're gonna dash right on out of here. See ya, loser. What in the world happened here? Icy, what the hell did you do? I left a specific list of things for you to partake in. Specific. Oh my gosh. Is that Sakitron? Ah, that's what I forgot to tell you about. Oh well. You are an experienced trainer who is supposed to be able to deal with anything thrown at them, right? Nevertheless, the house was vandalized and Saki's precious rocks have been stolen as well. No, this just won't do. I'm sorry, but this will have to come out of your reward deposit. Let's see. The reward listed was $999,999,999, correct? Taking in all the damages, I'd say that brings that down to 5,500. You brought this upon yourself, and I hope you think about the poor job here. Good day to you, Icy. Looks like Sakitron is disabled. For now. Well, that's a shame. Either way, it looks like we'd better get back to the help center and grab our money. And back here we are. Completed the house sit help request. Here's your reward. And that's that. Anyways, those help requests actually took up a lot of time, but they are some of the more fun requests. Anyways, we're running out of time here, so thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped. And I will most definitely catch you all on the next one. Peace.